This lady is in $120,000 in debt. How? Unless you have a house, how are you in $120,000 in debt? Let's find out. Mind you, I've not watched the whole video, but I know she's in $120,000 in debt.
$120,000 worth of debt. Let me clarify that statement. Used to be in $120,000 worth of debt. I am no longer in that much debt. So what happened? How did we get there? And what do I currently owe?
Okay. Maybe she pay some off. That's good. 120,000 is a lot. And she don't look that old.
I was a part of a lawsuit, Sweet vs. Cardona. You can see the pinned post on my page where a bunch of students got defrauded from a handful of schools. So of that result, $75,000 of student loans was discharged.
Good for her, great for her, but that's crazy that she has $75,000 of student loans. Oh my gosh. Like, if you have $75,000 student loans, you better be getting a job that gives you at least $100,000 to $120,000. $75,000 in student loans. There's so many ways to pay less in student loans. You could definitely cash flow at least community college, go there for 2 years, then go to university. $75,000. Now that I'm older, I kind of realized I probably didn't even have to have student loans, but I do. I have about $23,000 left. I probably didn't even have to have that much if I would just thought about it more and gone into college with an actual plan of how I'm going to pay these student loans off.
As you can imagine right now, that significantly helped me with my debt-free journey. I only owe $5,000 in student loans.
Wow, that's really good.
And I plan to pay that off next year. That's not my focus. My focus at this moment is my biggest debt, which is my credit cards. And I don't plan to file bankruptcy. That's not an option. I feel like paying them will help me become financially responsible and literate. And I love my relationships with the credit cards.
As you should. Pay your credit cards off. You pulled them out. You need to pay them off. Don't take the easy route. Bankruptcy, messing up your credit, even if you don't need it, but just pay your credit cards off and don't let it happen again. You went into this debt and you need to pay them off. You need to fight your way out of this debt. Pay your credit cards off. Stop getting into credit card debt.
I have 2 Amexes, 3 with my credit union, and 1 with Apple. Honestly, they're not like little mom and pop starter credit cards. I would have been consolidated them, but that is why I'm not going into bankruptcy or filing bankruptcy, and I don't want that on my credit for 10 years. Despite what the internet says, please do your research. It is not worth it, in my opinion, especially if you can pay it off. So if I had to be honest, like right now, I owe approximately $37,000 in debt. And now I owe.
That's crazy. And a lot of stuff that's spent on credit cards are not even necessities. Like, it'd be food and travel and stuff like that. Like, $37,000 in credit card debt. And imagine these rates are at 20-30%. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. I hope you guys never get into something like that. Like, $37,000 in credit card debt is crazy. It could have been Mercy, but we need to have our Mercy fund. So if you don't have any credit card debt right now, start saving for your emergency fund. 3 to 6 month worth of expenses to get your emergency fund, and then you won't have to rely on credit card debts for when an emergency happens, because emergencies are going to happen. You can't avoid them. Happens to all of us, but you need to have this money set aside so you can pay for these emergencies and not rely on these credit cards.
Only owe $5,000 in student loans, and it's because I went to a school after the fact and I decided to drop out.
Wow.
Of a result of my discharge, obviously my degree is worthless, which is okay. I'd rather take the discharge. Right now, I used to owe $30,000 in credit cards. I'm down to $26,000, and I plan to pay that off in the next year, hopefully sooner. $7,000 on my car. I don't plan to get a new car once I pay this off, baby. We are right into the wheels fall off. Okay, I don't plan to get a new car. I think it's just a terrible investment. I didn't really grow up in a home that had a lot of financial literacy, so as I'm learning as an adult, it comes with its pros and its cons. But yeah, I'm curious to know how much debt you are in. Let's make this a safe space. No judgment.
She's making progress. She got her loans discharged. She lost her degree. Okay for her, but she's paying down her credit card. She's making progress. She says she's not getting another car. She's learning more about finances, and that's all you can ask for. Progress is happening. She's not going to keep making the same mistakes. In the comment section down below, I want to hear, how much debt do you guys have? Do you have $36,000 in credit cards, and how did you get to this point? I would love to kind of hear more about how she got to this point. There's a lot of good in this video. She had a lot of debt. She got a lot of it discharged, and now she's slowly paying this stuff down. And she says she's gonna be done in a year. So she'll have to pay about $2,000 a month for her debt to be paid off. And I think that she can definitely do it in a year if she really focuses on her goals. So this was just a very interesting video. Someone that was in $120,000 in debt and slowly churning away, because you just gotta fight, fight, fight. And then when the debt is all paid off, you can get to the great stuff: investing, traveling, just living your life like a normal person again. So pay your debts off as fast as possible so you can get to the best part, like I said, investing to your future. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.